So today we're going to work on the Declaration of Independence and messaging using main idea cut and sort. Okay, so our directions read, boxes and bullets are a way for readers to organize the main idea of what they read. The box lists the main idea and bullets provide supporting details. Cut and sort the supporting details and glue them to match the correct main idea. Each main idea will have 3 supporting details from the text. You will not use all of the supporting details, so choose the one that best supports the main idea. Okay. Obviously, I'm on my computer. I'm not going to be cutting and pasting, and you aren't either because this is on the back of your other page. So there are a couple different ways you can do this. You can write them at each bullet. Okay, I'm going to use highlighters. And so I'm sure you can find a way to do this that works for you. Okay, so this one is from the Declaration of Independence, and it says the Declaration of Independence was written during the American Revolution to inform Britain and others America was its own country. Okay, so I'm going to use green and highlight that. Okay, so now that's green. This is from Messaging the King. The Declaration of Independence, written by Thomas Jefferson, informed others America was a new country when it was signed on July 4th, 1776. Okay, so I need this one in a different color. I'm going to do pink. Okay, so now I'm coming down here to the bottom. Anything that's going to go under this is going to be green. Anything that's going to go down here is going to be pink. So this first one says, did you know the 13 colonies had been at war with Great Britain for about a year before they officially declared their independence? So that's one. It's asking me a question. And it's talking more about the war. So I'm going to wait on that. Okay, we're going to wait and see how that one turns out. On July 4th, 1776, the document was officially signed. Okay, so like we talked about in our compare and contrast, it tells us that in full. Okay, however, when we are looking at these up here, there's only one that tells us that date. So this one clearly goes with messaging the king. Next one says freedom should not be taken for granted by any. Okay, now that is a line directly out of messaging the king. Okay, does it support the main idea? The Declaration of Independence, written by Thomas Jefferson, informed others America was a new country when it was signed July 4th, 1776. So we're going to wait on that one too. Next one says copies were also printed in newspapers for colonists to read. So this one talks about informing Britain and others that America was its own country. So we're going to put this one over there. So the next one says, in the middle of the American Revolution, colonists sent representatives to the Continental Congress to write a document to officially inform King George III and other countries that America was no longer part of Britain. So, which one of these does that best support? It best supports this one. So the next one says Thomas Jefferson's first draft was almost perfect. Does that help either of these? I don't think that helps either one. So we're just going to wait on that. Next one says 56 members of Congress signed the Declaration of Independence. So that one we're going to wait on, okay? So this next one says 5 men from the Continental Congress were selected to let Great Britain know a new country was in the midst. Okay. Hope I read that wrong. 5 men. Okay. So that talks about writing the Declaration of Independence. So now we've got 2 for each one. Now we just got to figure out these other ones. We have to figure out one that's really going to go with it. So here's the thing. This one talks about this main idea. Talks about the American Revolution. So the American Revolution is a war. So which one of these is going to support that? This one is the only one that talks about the war, and that was something we haven't decided set on here yet. Okay. So now we need one more pink one. And we're going to read this main idea again. The Declaration of Independence, written by Thomas Jefferson, informed others America was a new country when it was signed. So we have something that talked about who it was written by. We have something that says it was officially signed. So so I just realized that this one does not say Thomas Jefferson. So that way it specifically mentions Thomas Jefferson right here. Okay. So let's go down to your cause and effect cut and paste. That's the next worksheet in your packet. And it says, complete the cause and effect chart using information from the passages. Cut out a box and glue it to the matching cause or effect. You will not use all the boxes. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here with the colors. So this first one, that effect is going to be yellow. So our cause says, the colonists needed to inform George III they were no longer part of Britain. So that is why it happened. So now we need what happened. So the Constitution is also an important document to Americans. A committee worked to make changes to Thomas Jefferson's first draft. The Declaration of Independence was signed on July 4, 1776. They sent representatives to the Continental Congress. The American Revolution began. Colonists wanted to jump, shout, and celebrate. Okay. So colonists needed to inform him they were no longer part of Britain. So what did they do to inform him of that? Okay, so if you want to, you go back to the Declaration of Independence and look at that. So it says they made a plan to declare their independence at the Second Continental Congress. Okay, so they sent representatives to the Continental Congress. Now, we need a cause. Okay, so the effect was America was officially its own country. So what caused America to be its own country? Well, they wrote and signed the Declaration of Independence. That's what they did. Okay, I want you to do this last one on your own. So it says, the Declaration of Independence says all people deserve life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Okay, so what happened that made that? Okay, um, you guys can do this one. I know you can. Okay, so now we are on to the vocabulary. Now, some of these they have given us. Okay, so right here on the definition for declared, that is in the glossary on the Declaration of Independence. So it says to openly state and let it be known to others. Okay, now you have to tell me about this in a picture. So draw me a picture and then write me a sentence using the word declared. Okay, I know you can do it. This next one says representation. What does representation mean? Okay, well, here's the thing. If I'm not sure, I can always look it up in the dictionary. But the first thing I should do is I should go back in the packet and find out where it says representation because I might know what that means once I read it, or what word I could put in for representation. So it says mistreatment, lack of representation, and unfair taxes led to the score. Okay, so that doesn't give me a whole lot of context. Okay, so when I'm thinking of representation, I'm going to go to dictionary.com and I'm going to type in representation. Okay, so they give you all different kinds of things. So representation means having a voice, okay, in the government. So draw me a picture of someone having their voice in the government and write me a sentence about that. You guys are going to be great at this. Okay, so this next one says oppressive. What does oppressive mean? So I'm going back and I'm looking for the word oppressive in my story. Okay. Um, and in the third paragraph, it tells me, it explains why. In his writing, Thomas Jefferson explained that Parliament and King George III were abusing their power and creating an oppressive or cruel government. So oppressive means cruel. You see how I use those context clues there? So draw me a picture of it and write me a sentence. Okay. So now I'm down here to the word draft. Now, these words are in Messaging the King. Okay. So we have to figure out what the word draft meant. And it says Thomas Jefferson's first draft is almost perfect. Well, he had a first draft, just like you have a first draft when you're writing. Okay. So how do we explain what draft is? There's a lot of different ones. So when you're doing a first draft, it's the first or okay, a start of writing. So draw me a picture and give me a sentence. The next word is committee. What do you think a committee is? Okay, it says his first draft was almost perfect. All those on the committee agreed it could be worked with. So what do you think that means when you say the word committee? Okay, a committee is a group of people get together to make decisions, okay, or to make choices, hard choices. Okay, this last one is pursuit, okay? So when we go in there, it says, with life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness written out, the Declaration of Independence made colonists want to jump and shout. Okay, so we have the word pursuit there. So what do you think the word pursuit means? Okay, so pursuit is kind of like a quest. Okay, um, it's something that you're going to go on, something you're going to travel. You're going to travel. You're going to look at to find. Um, so it's an effort to oh, attain. Okay, and this one is effort to obtain happiness. Now, draw me a picture of that. Write it to me in a sentence. Okay, and you guys, I believe, are all done. So when you finish this packet, make sure you get your answers. Either turn them in on Google Classroom or make sure your parent turns your packet into